So, good evening, Professor. My name is Dhruv Gandhi, and my group members are Shivangi, Sylvia, and Shubham. So, we are going to export maple syrup from Canada to Japan. Maple syrup is made from the sap of the maple trees and it has a pleasant flavor. The most of the maple syrup is like comes from the Canadian province Quebec, and it is supplied all over the world. Uh, it is one of the most desirable import commodities for nation all over the globe because of the imbalanced nature of the production. Uh, 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 yeah, and I'm going to change the slide. Yeah, the Canadian companies are focusing on exporting maple syrup to Japan because Japan is second largest consumer for maple syrup and its related goods. Japanese consumers highly value maple syrup, using it as a substitute and a medicine, and they also use maple syrup in their food items too. Exporting maple syrup to Japan will be of great advantage to Canada, and it will also increase the GDP of it. Japanese people prefer maple syrup products with antioxidants due to its health benefits such as protection against cancer, bacterial infection, diabetes, and inflammation. Uh, we are gonna ship maple syrup to Japan via water, and our targeted stores are Waitrose and Tesco, and we are also going to participate in fair trades and so that we can interact with the prospective customers of it. And now my colleague will help you to like in the presentation. Her name is Shivangi.
Hello, Professor. The next slide is target market consumer. So our target market is Japan. So Japanese consumers highly value maple syrup as it is a great substitute for sugar, and it's considered healthy as well. And it's an organic nature, high quality and delicious flavor as well. So maple syrup is also used as medicine with Eastern medicine practitioners and fans of natural foods in Japan, favoring honey and maple syrup. And exporting maple syrup to Japan will also help Canada with the GDP. And maple syrup products from Canada are considered of high quality, as we all know, Canada is a the biggest exporter of maple syrup. The next one is product specifications. So Japanese prefer maple syrup products with antioxidants due to its health benefits and as protection against cancer, bacterial infections, diabetes, and inflammations. Packagings and labeling requirements such as attractive packaging, as we all know that Japanese products are like more on the creative side, and it's like made with attractive colors and everything. So the market is also like ripe for honey-based spreads, marketed as healthy alternatives to traditional sweeteners. And also, honey consumption in Japan is second only to China's in the Asian Pacific region, and the country has seen the third highest market value rise. So the next is pestle analysis, starting with the political. Constitutional monarchy with the emperor holding symbolic power while the prime minister and cabinet have administrative power. Next is economic, one of the top five economies in the world with a high educational system and a rising unemployment rate. The third is social. So in this, we have like seen a trend in Japan that women are encouraged to do more household stuff than men. So it's not like very directly impacting the our product, but yeah, it's there. So the next is technological leaders in mobile phone technology, robotics development, and VoIP. The next is environmental, lower pollution levels than other nations, but Japan has also like seen some devastating effects of the natural disasters. The last one is legal regulations regarding labor and corporations modeled after their European counterparts. So the next slide will be presented by Shubham.
Hello, Professor. In order to distribute the product from Canada to Japan, the number of Canadian manufacturers will participate in trade phase to build a relationship with large retail stores like Waitrose and Tesco. And in order to ship the products from Canada to Japan, we will use the water as a transport mode as it is the cheapest mode of transport and we can transport a large number of quantities through water. You know, in marketing strategy, we will use the banners and hoardings. We will display these banners and holdings at public places such as shopping malls and public transport. In the conclusion, I would say that Japan is among the world's largest economy. The Japanese have a reputation for hard labor, endurance, devotion, and determination. It is mostly due to their excellent education system. They believe in quality over quantity. So it is a great opportunity for Canadian manufacturers to export to Canada. Yeah, that's our presentation. Thank you so much.